Yeah, hi there. These comments, I'm just going to use your initials JE, and I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-step system to pass a TOEFL IBT. And I'm going to listen to your pronunciation, I think, exercises for lesson number 11. And you're one of my students here at California State University, San Bernardino. So let's get right down to it. So you're doing voice recording exercise, I think, number 1 and 2. And let me find where we are here. Got it. So voice recording exercise 1.
Lesson exercise number 1. However, the U.S. Army continually invaded.
Let's say the U.S., you have to put equal stress on both of those initials. The U.S. Army.
This territory, creating problems within the known zones of the native economy.
It's native, of the native economy.
Indeed, it is known that forms of dance plays an important role.
It's dance play, not plays, but it is known that forms of dance play
within a culture and reveal a wide range of information about the characteristics of a culture.
Right, now here you want to say reveal. You got to pronounce that V with more vibration. Reveal a wide range of information.
Sitting Bull and the Science realized they could not defeat the army alone, and they must fight on their own land.
So here you want to use the word sue. Ooh, sue.
Ice speeds up the repair process and should be applied for 10 to 30 minutes and off longer than 72 hours.
Now it's on and off for not longer than 72 hours. So one of the things you want to work on right now is you have to work on varying your tone. You're trying to put almost even intonation on all the words in there that gives you a more monotonous, not natural sounding intonation. So you have to, we'll do some practice with this as we go.
It is important to point out that adult feedback has a direct effect on development at this stage, again helping the child to acquire the words to express increasingly several differences and reference.
Okay, so let's do these again. I want you to practice with me. So in this case, let's do number 1. However, the U.S. Army continually invaded this territory, creating problems within the known zones of the native economy. 2. Indeed, it is known that forms of dance play an important role within a culture and reveal a wide range of information about the characteristics of a culture. 3. Sitting Bull and the Sioux realized they could not defeat the army alone and they must fight on their own land. 4. Ice speeds up the repair process and should be applied for 10 to 30 minutes on and off for not longer than 72 hours. 5. It is important to point out that adult feedback has a direct effect on development at this stage, again in helping the child to acquire the words to express increasingly subtle differences in reference. So part of what, as you practice this, I recommend you go through these sentences a few more times. You have to kind of get used to the pausing, the phrasing, the blending, and even the intonation. So what can you do right now in addition to using me in my course and getting feedback from me? Believe it or not, watching movies. Watching movies in English is a great way to work on your pronunciation. So pay particular attention as you watch movies to how the native speakers are actually talking. Okay, so let's go to your voice recording.
Lesson exercise number 2. Your children typically overgeneralize.
Let's say young children. You're not pronouncing that young children.
Yes, their widely words of all phrases in the act of deciphering the semantics of their language.
So one thing you can also do, you need to open your mouth a little bit more than you are, and that can help you more clearly pronounce some of these sounds.
Does cat may be applied to anything with 4 legs. Daddy is any adorning for male. As the child experiments with increasingly sophisticated hypotheses about the meaning of words.
Let's say hypotheses. Hypotheses.
Previously acquired idioms.
Previously acquired items.
May drop out of the vocabulary.
Vocabulary.
An example is the 60-month-old who went through a period of calling his mother Lady Daddy.
Okay, so let's go over this paragraph one more time. Are you ready? Young children typically overgeneralize their early words or halla phrases in the act of deciphering the semantics of their language. Thus, cat may be applied to anything with 4 legs. Daddy is any adult male. As the child experiments with increasingly sophisticated hypotheses about the meaning of words, previously acquired items may drop out of the vocabulary. An example is a 16-month-old who went through a period of calling his mother Lady Daddy. All right, so there you go. So you've gotten some feedback here. Now, I want you to do one more thing here in this area. I'm not entirely convinced that you have these sounds down yet. So go to the beginning of this lesson, this same lesson, lesson 7, and I want you to do the pairs of words. Just the first exercise where you see bought, boat. I want you to go over those 10 words, pronounce them again, and send me an email and I can listen to those pronunciations. I want to make sure you're making the one vowel a little bit longer than the other. So bought, boat, caught, coat. So send me that file, and tomorrow I will send you some feedback on your pronunciation profile. I didn't have enough time today to listen to that, but I had enough time to listen to lesson number 7. All right?